If you are someone like me who likes to travel outside of Canada frequently, you would understand that whenever you are coming back to Canada, the immigration security lines can be very long. This is the reason why, as a family, we decided to apply for our Nexus cards. For those who do not know, Nexus is a trusted traveler program that allows low-risk passengers to travel into Canada, US, or Mexico without going through the regular, long immigration security lines. To be eligible for Nexus, you must be a Canadian citizen or a Canadian permanent resident who has lived in Canada for at least 3 years. As a family, we applied around September 2024. As at the time we applied, the fee per person was $50 US. Right now, the fee has increased to $120 per person, and kids less than 18 are totally free. The policy also required that each person had to log in using a separate email and password to submit a separate application. For my son, he was approved less than 48 hours from submission. For my wife, it took her about 2 weeks. And for me, I had to wait for 8 months. After we were approved, the next step was to book an appointment. So each person had to log into their individual profiles to schedule separate appointments. Whenever a family is booking an appointment, all you need to do is book an appointment for the same day. The time doesn't have to be the same. Everybody in that family can attend at the same time. So for us, we had to book at the Fort Erie Enrollment Center, which is close to Niagara Falls. So the first step was to attend the Canadian side of the interview. The process took less than 5 minutes. All the officer did was to explain to us the Nexus process, updated our profiles, contact information, and then directed us on how to cross into the USA. So by the time we left the center, we went straight across the border into the USA. So we got there, and all they simply did was to go through the policy again with us, and we had our biometrics done, and the officer told us that in 2 weeks, our Nexus cards will be in the mail. So we just finished our Nexus interview in Buffalo, USA. So we are going back to Canada. Now, I know you have questions. I'm going to answer the major ones. Number one, does every family member need a Nexus card to use the Nexus gate? The answer is yes. Everybody, irrespective of age, must have a Nexus card. Otherwise, the person in the midst who does not have a Nexus card will not be allowed to cross the gate with you. Number two, does everybody need to have a separate application? The answer is yes, using separate emails and passwords to submit our application separately. Number three, how long does it take for your application to be approved? Like I said, it can vary. For my son, he was approved in about 48 hours. My wife was approved roughly about 2 weeks. And for myself, I was approved after 8 months. The next question, is Nexus really important? The answer is yes. If you are traveling around the world, you would notice that the regular immigration lines are usually very long and stressful. But with Nexus, you can breeze through. And you know the best part? If you are using Nexus to travel across the land border specifically between US, Canada, and Mexico, you do not need your passport. However, if you are traveling through airports, your passport is required in addition to your Nexus card. What is the validity of my Nexus card? It is valid for at least 5 years. And finally, what is the cost for Nexus? Right now, it is $120 per person. However, it is free for anyone below 18. Do you find this entire information useful? Please save it. If you have any questions, comment, and ensure to share it with as many persons as possible. Cheers.